The Build Back legislation is vital to people with disabilities. My family and thousands of families like mine. As you all know, I'm Kim Goodloe. I'm from Virginia. I am the mother of 3 children and Graham to my 2 granddaughters, Emery and Maya. My twin boys were born with a disease called tuberous sclerosis, which caused developmental delays and very different support needs. Matthew waited for a Medicaid waiver for over 17 years, and during those 17 years, our family's health, financial situation, and small business suffered tremendously. These waivers are vital to keeping families and businesses running. Once Matthew received his waiver, my husband and I had time to dedicate to our metals manufacturing business. Our son Christopher received his Medicaid waiver after waiting more than 20 years and has had that waiver now for 2 years with little to no ability to hire someone to support him. The reimbursement rate to hire someone is lower than what the provider has to pay. My husband and I are praying that he does not lose this waiver because they cannot fill the position. The $150 billion in the Build Back Better legislation is vital to get these waivers funded so home and community-based services can be successful. The data is already there. It is shown that home and community-based services are less costly and offer people with disabilities a better quality of life and more opportunities to work. Medicaid waivers have been underfunded since their inception, and COVID really shined a light on this. It also showed us that people who were supported in small settings, or better yet, in their own homes, did better when it came to contracting COVID. A successful business cannot find qualified people if they do not offer a livable wage. We've learned that with our own business. Benefits, paid time off, and retirement. Anyone who has a business knows that keeping employees brings your costs down. It saves on HR and training costs, your service is better, morale improves, and the list goes on and on. Retentions of employees in HCBS is even more vital because people with disabilities do better when their direct support providers that support them are not constantly changing. My granddaughters, Emery and Maya, were born with eye and kidney problems and have been going through genetic testing to find its cause. They are currently doing very well, and their symptoms are handled with medication. None of us knows what the future holds, but if my granddaughters require support, or if they have children one day who need support, this legislation could start moving us in the right direction now, so they would not have to suffer what you are all suffering today and generations before you have suffered. My last point is this. I do not understand why it is met with such resistance, but every Medicaid dollar that is used to pay a direct support professional goes right back into the community that they serve. They shop at the local grocery store, they eat at local restaurants, and they spend the money in the community, and that supports the community. They are job creators. Medicaid is a job creation program. People with disabilities and their families need the Build Back Better Act and its investments in home and community-based services, paid leave, and updates to SSI. As a grandma, I want my kids and grandchildren and everyone's kids and grandkids to have access to all the support they may need throughout their life. Build Back Better makes that happen. And thank you all for being here.